I am in my fourth year. I'm a senior here at Hofstra. I'm going for a major in biology, a BS, and right now I have a legal studies and business minor. I've always had an interest in biology ever since I was a little kid. I always found little intricacies of the human body to be absolutely fascinating. I always wondered how my food was digested, how I was able to walk, even the smallest things that most people take for granted, like blinking and how we see and stuff like that have always interested me. So even from a young age, I always loved science, so I loved biology, and that's kind of what threw me into going into biology at Hofstra. I decided to take a legal studies and business minor because I believe that no matter what you do in any sort of facet of the world, law does come in handy, especially in such a business as dentistry, which is what I'm pursuing to do. You have to own your own little company, your own little business. You have to know how to make contracts, how to sign a lease, stuff like that, and how to handle all the business intricacies like getting your product out there. And originally I was interested in medicine, and I think that the year I came into Hofstra was 2012. They opened up the med school in 2011, and they had this huge partnership with Northwell Health where they were making big strides in medicine, and it really attracted me, especially due to its distance to my home as well. However, through the years, I shadowed and watched different types of practice besides medicine, such as dentistry, oral surgery, and I kind of grew a liking to that. Now, while I was at Hofstra, I found the liking to a lot of the things, such as the beautiful campus. The biology professors are great, and they truly do help you prepare for grad school and what comes ahead if that's what you're interested in. So I've been doing genetics research with Dr. Clendenning for about 2 years now, on and off, not about every day. I would go in one day here, one day there. We focus mostly on sex determination in turtles. Their sex is determined by temperature, so whether they're incubated in colder or warmer temperatures will decide what sex and gender they are. The research is mostly bench work. We do things such as PCR gels, qPCR, so we try to quantify the amount of a certain molecule that's found inside of the cell, and by doing that we can find out whether that molecule, the amount of that molecule, is causing the change in the sex. I was a TA for Professor Macarone, I believe it was last year, the spring semester. The main thing that I learned while doing that was mostly just clerical work, knowing how to be organized, how to take care of class lists, things like that, that although right now may not seem like a big deal, hopefully once I end up opening a practice, those types of things are going to be important, maintaining files, making sure I'm organized, so that definitely helped me out with that regard. The biggest club that I'm a part of at Hofstra is definitely Tri Beta, the Biological Honor Society. I'm the president of that club. The main thing we do is we try to have one event and one speaker each year just to invite people to campus and show them that bio can be fun and also educational. So, for example, about, I believe 2 years ago, we did a haunted house in order to raise money. We took one of the halls in Gittleson and we decorated it, and we had professors and students hide inside the hall and try and scare people for like a small fee, and at the end there would be snacks, and it was fun. Additionally, we bring in speakers just to have a little more of like an educational side, but we try to balance the education and the fun aspect of biology. So the oratory competition at Hofstra is a competition that I believe they have each semester in the rhetoric department. Basically, it's a public speaking competition, and they take all of the students that are currently taking a public speaking course that semester, and I believe they nominate 2 people from each class, and they put them up against each other inside of competition, and they have professors come and judge and say who wins. And I believe it was 2 years ago that I became a finalist. I believe I came in second place out of all the students that were taking public speaking at the time. I have done a handful of shadowing, more than I could probably say. But the biggest one that I did was definitely with Dr. Howard Israel. He's an oral surgeon in Great Neck. At first I started just shadowing. I would watch what he would do, watch the surgeries, putting in implants, doing arthroscopic jaw surgery, some really, really cool stuff. Over the period of time that I was there, he eventually allowed me to start assisting. So I would assist in dental surgeries, I would do x-rays, I would clean up the rooms, I would help get patients in and out. So that definitely helped me prepare. The classes here at Hofstra, specifically some of the bio classes, have been very rigorous. So much so that they kind of equate what I'm going to expect at a grad school or dental school for that matter. I actually have one friend who graduated from Hofstra who said that his biochemistry course he took here almost exactly reflects what he's taking now in dental school. So that speaks to the magnitude of which the courses at Hofstra will prepare me for the courses I expect to encounter in dental school. I've applied to a handful of dental schools. I have been accepted to 3 of them, and I am awaiting a response from a few others.